It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Mounties of Montreal taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there.
Ready. 19-18. Ready.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
A gain of 13, it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Reload. Let's get ready.
Now Allen. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
Let's go, 80. Let's go.
On first and 10, it's Hall. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Here's Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Braylon Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Mounties will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. When you look at this defense, they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, you got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a give, right side. Stanley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And he fires one incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long,
here we go.
You're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he whips that one incomplete there. The Bengals at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard. And they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Well, when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And they'll get to this and touch it, looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, right back to Hall. And back to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And they'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Richardson. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down,
from the shotgun, Richardson. finds Wilson. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Mounties have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football, as they've got it as we resume action.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 56 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
To the left side, into the hands of Odunze.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Stop. White 80. 11. Stop.
To the air again, Burrow.
And it's a fumble.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. 101 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here we go. Start.
Richardson out of the shotgun. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Richardson working from the gun.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
Another 1-3-all. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for the touchdown.
Anthony Richardson.
His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Mounties take a 3-touchdown lead.
The try here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Bengals. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Now he'll give it up on the reverse.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll give the Hall. 124 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards.
And the Mounties are able to stretch out their lead.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score. Mounties 28, Bengals 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, certainly. He's got it at the 15.
And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
A first carry for Rashad White.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Brought down on the play by Deron Bland.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
A pass complete to Odunze. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
A 4-yard loss on the play. Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jamie and Sherwood.
And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now look out to the 20.
Touchdown! A big play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Mounties are able to widen their...